What if I told you the smartphone wasn't invented by Apple, Samsung, or even Nokia? Because nearly 100 years ago, one man saw the future before anyone else. Meet Nikola Tesla, the man who gave us alternating current, radio waves, and even the foundations of wireless technology. But what if I told you he also predicted the smartphone? In 1926, Tesla made a bold prediction. In an interview, he described a small, handheld device that could send voice, video, and data across the world instantly. Here's what he said. A man will be able to carry one in his vest pocket and communicate with any point on Earth. Think about that. Tesla wasn't just describing a telephone, he was describing something that sounds exactly like a modern smartphone. And here's the crazy part. At the time, people laughed at him. Back then, wireless communication was still in its infancy. The idea of a handheld device capable of global calls and messages, impossible. But today, we know Tesla was absolutely right. So the question is, was Tesla just a visionary ahead of his time, or was there something even more mysterious at play? Because some believe Tesla didn't just predict the smartphone. They say he actually started building one, and if that's true, what happened to it? Stay tuned, because what happened next will blow your mind. Don't forget to subscribe for more hidden history. Nikola Tesla was no ordinary inventor. He was a man who saw the future decades before anyone else could even imagine it. But what if I told you he may have actually built a working prototype of the first smartphone nearly a century ago? According to rumors, Tesla wasn't just theorizing about wireless communication, he was actively designing a small handheld device that could transmit voice and images instantly. A device so advanced that if it had been completed, it might have changed history forever. Some sources claim Tesla had a prototype for a wireless pocket communicator, a concept eerily similar to today's smartphones. Imagine a world where we could have had smartphones in the 1920s. But here's where the mystery deepens. After Tesla's death in 1943, the FBI immediately seized all of his research. Why? What were they trying to hide? Some believe Tesla had unlocked technology that was simply too powerful for his time. Others say the government feared what would happen if such a device fell into the wrong hands. To this day, much of Tesla's work remains classified. Could the blueprints for the world's first smartphone be buried in a government archive, hidden from the public? And if so, what else have we been denied? One thing is certain, Nikola Tesla was ahead of his time. But was his greatest invention lost forever, or was it stolen? What do you think? Did Tesla create a lost prototype that could have changed history? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more hidden history. So, if Tesla really imagined a wireless communication device in 1926, how close was he to what we have today? Well, surprisingly close. Tesla believed in a world where people could send voice, video, and even images instantly. No wires, no delays, no limits. Sound familiar? That's exactly what today's smartphones do. But it gets even stranger. Tesla also described something he called a global wireless network. He believed that one day information would be accessible instantly from anywhere in the world. In other words, he predicted the internet before computers even existed. From 5G networks to Wi-Fi, from video calls to wireless charging, Tesla's vision is now our reality. But here's the real question. Did today's tech companies figure all this out on their own? Or did they have help from someone or something else? Let's go back to 1943. Tesla dies alone in a New York hotel room. Within hours, government agents storm in and take all of his work. Hundreds of pages of notes, diagrams, and blueprints gone. Officially, the U.S. government claimed there was nothing of value in Tesla's research. But years later, when his files were declassified, Scientists found notes on wireless energy, advanced communication devices, and even anti-gravity technology. Now, here's where things get weird. Some of Tesla's concepts didn't just disappear, they started showing up decades later in government projects, and eventually in consumer technology. The first real smartphone was introduced in the 1990s, but some believe the foundation for this technology existed long before. Is it possible that modern tech companies had access to Tesla's stolen research? Some say Tesla's ideas were quietly adopted by major corporations, repackaged and released as cutting-edge innovations. Could it be that Apple, Samsung, and other tech giants are standing on the shoulders of a forgotten genius? One thing's for sure, Tesla's legacy is alive today in ways we're only beginning to understand. The only question that remains is, how much of his genius was erased from history? Do you think Tesla's research was stolen and used to create modern technology? Or was he just a visionary ahead of his time? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more hidden history.